Hello, I'm Shweta. I'm a manager at a multinational company, born and brought up in Hyderabad. The reason why I'm doing this video is not because I'm a popular figure or I have a statement to make, but I just felt the need of doing this video for people who have always asked me, how do I manage life, how do I have a great work-life balance. Now, to me, work-life balance in itself is a myth, right? If you look at it as a phrase in itself, you're trying to put work and life in a measuring balance where work is on the left and life is on the right, or vice versa. Do you think the balancing measure would ever try to balance itself? It is impossible. You have worked so hard in your life, growing up, managing your priorities. You know, your parents have worked so hard to make you study and earn a job. And you're now working for yourself, working for your parents, working for your family, and trying to make the best out of your work. Now, work and life, how can they balance each other? Work is part of your life, so it is leaning towards life, so it's going to be so heavy as such on the right side. So when work is part of your life, you just have to embrace it. You don't have a choice. Don't keep it separate. You have worked too hard to earn a job for yourself. Why don't you make it your own? Give it your best. And of course, your work will have its own phases of life, right? Some phases would be extremely demanding, where you may have to work 12 hours. But there are times where you can manage in a way that you're able to also fit in your priorities and your passion. My dad always told me that as growing up, as a child, he used to tell me, Shweta, you always make space for your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts wander and try to figure out a way to channelize outside of this world. And I took that so seriously. And I felt it was such a great message from my dad. So what it means is, when you're making space for your thoughts, that what you really want to do, what your priorities are, you're automatically able to find ways to execute it. And that's exactly how I've been doing. As a person where I'm standing right now, I have an excellent job, which is extremely demanding. I have 2 kids who I have to take care of. I have parents, I have in-laws, and a great husband. And at the same time, I also do run a book club for kids. I have 20 kids in it every Sunday. I run activities, I share my perspectives. I also paint sometimes to de-stress. And I try to have a great social life as well. Now, it's not a hard thing at all. I'm not compromising on my work. I'm not compromising on family, neither am I compromising on myself. I'm trying to set my priorities right and trying to fit everything in the 24 hours of time that I have. Because life is precious. Every minute that you have needs to be leveraged in a way it's worth. Because every minute is worth its time and the money it brings in and the pleasure it brings in. So the key takeaway that I would give you, or my perspective towards work-life balance, is that just make space for your priorities. Once you're able to make space for it, you are going to execute it, and you will find ways to execute it. And once you're able to execute it, just feel the pleasure it brings you. When you're able to accomplish more than just a couple of things, that is work and domestic life, you just cannot imagine the pleasure that you would get by doing much more than the life has to offer to you. So try it out, give it some time, make space for your thoughts, and I'm sure you will find your ways to flourish and have a great time from the life that you have. Thank you so much for watching me, and I hope this was helpful. It was just my bit of time to share my perspective, and I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much.